What's up, everyone? It's Kanan.
It's Jessie.
And we're the Geeky Saiyan couple. And welcome to our reactions of episodes 1 through 4 of RWBY Beyond. We wanted to do a special intro because there's a bit of time difference in between these two reactions. We recorded episodes 1 and 2 when they came out. And then, of course, they released 3 and 4 on pretty much the same day. So we recorded to them separately instead of doing like separate videos and all that. We decided to go the hard route and just smash these two videos together. That's why there will be an intro for episodes 1 and 2 at the beginning, but not for 3 and 4. We're just mashing them together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So without further ado, hope you guys all enjoy it. Let's get to it. What's up, everyone? It's Kanan.
It's Jessie.
We are the Geeky Saiyan couple, and welcome to our reaction to both RWBY Beyond Episode 1. I almost said volume. Episode 1 and Episode 2. Episode 1 came out last week, and we thought about just reacting to it, but since it's only 3 minutes and 41 seconds short, we're like, nah, let's wait till at least Episode 2. And Episode 2 is out now, but we still don't know if we're going to release these two as a double separately, or if we're just going to wait till episodes 3 and 4 are out. We've done a pretty good job of avoiding spoilers and all that, so, but with as much as we work, that's kind of easy to do. But yes, episode 1 is called Junior Detective, so very safe to say this is going to star Sun and Neptune a whole lot. From the way the thumbnail looks, this is of course after Volume 8, but probably during Volume 9. So, yeah, don't know what else to say. So this will be Episode 1 and Episode 2. So let's, oh yeah, subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. All that good stuff.
It was storming the night the case file came in.
Very
I've never
typical
had a file turn my
detective
stomach
intro.
quite like this one did. I remember it like it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Dude, come on.
I'm sorry. Accuracy is important.
Golly.
Team RWBY is missing. And John too, I guess.
Thankfully,
Poor
no
John.
case is too difficult for the Junior Detectives.
Oh my gosh.
Our first step was obvious. Interrogate the suspects.
Witnesses.
What do you remember? Tell us everything.
Pretend
I'm
this
not
is
sure what can be
Ren.
done, but I'm happy to cooperate and aid your investigation to the fullest extent that I am able to.
But like always, pulling information is like pulling teeth.
Did you not hear what I said?
This story checks out. Next!
I already told you. I wasn't even there. Plus, I don't
I
talk
wasn't
to
even
cops.
there.
Or whatever you two are. Ow! No, it's me, remember?
On to the next perp.
I told
Why did
you
he
to stop
slap
calling
me?
me a perp. Do you even know what perpetrator means?
Of course I do.
Dressed like
And for all
Nora.
we know, you are the purple traitor.
Guys, not even Ozpin and Oscar know what happened to them. We were told not to fall, and they fell. That's it.
Yeah.
We were lost. No leads.
Leadless.
We engaged in spirited debate, squeezing our genius brains of every last drop of detective juice.
That's that old meme.
We almost gave up. Until... I've got it!
People
Nice.
like grape.
I mean,
like
what is it,
grapes,
fellow
okay.
detective?
The headmasters, Professor Osmond,
Oscar.
and Professor Theodore.
Are we going to see Theodore?
Now, sure, you could say that it makes sense that the two are meeting up a lot. They are in charge after all. But something just didn't feel right.
We kept taking lefts. Who would do such a thing?
Using our ultimate stealth and disguise skills, we were able to follow Oscar
Oscar.
and eavesdrop on one of their meetings. We were shocked, startled even.
It wasn't just Oscar
Raven!
and Theodore meeting up, but Winter and Raven, two maidens.
Even more interesting, a mysterious girl was there too. Could she be the summer
I
maiden?
already told you, there's no way. Besides, there's no more room on our suspects board. No more new characters. I mean perps.
Wait.
But then,
Wait.
before we could really hear anything juicy, well, You showed up.
Yeah, then we told you the whole story, and now you're all caught up, and why do you
Crow
look so
threw
angry?
him out.
No, please spare us!
Well, I guess the location of Team RWBY and John is still a mystery.
I just hope
Caption
they know
stopped
we
working,
haven't
but-
given up. And I hope they haven't given up either.
Okay. So some surprises, not what I was expecting. So we got to see Theodore, the headmaster of Shade, the school in Vacuo. You got a Raven sighting,
That's the first thing I noticed before anything else.
but the mysterious girl. At first, I was like the Summer Maiden, but they're like, no, like, who was that then? Oh, I already know what you're thinking.
I know what I've said, and I'm gonna keep saying it until proven otherwise.
You think it's Summer. Yeah. All right, well, we won't know until Volume 10 comes out, but all right, lighthearted, I was kind of, when I saw it was a Junior Detectives, I was kind of expecting that. Though I didn't expect, wow. Of course, their Raven is. Everyone now knows that she's a maiden, of course. Headmaster Theodore. And now we've got a big question mark girl. Is it the Summer Maiden, or is it Summer, or are they the same person? Who we won't know until later. But, wow.
I still don't know what to say.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we're going to move on to episode 2, so we will be right back. All right, now here we are with episode 2. I believe it's called A Knight's Journal or Journey or something like that. So it's obvious, with the thumbnail, it's going to be based on Jean. Probably a lot of sadness, probably. Other than that, I don't know what else to expect. Like maybe some. So this is going to be after Volume 9. So who knows what we're in for, or it might more or less just be about his time in the Ever After. I don't know, but it's a little bit longer than the Junior Detectives. So let's see.
This is the very first entry in what I guess is about to become my journal. Just feels like something you do when you want to keep your daily life in perspective. And now that I've been young and old and young again, it's not always easy to keep things in perspective these days. I know I lost it for a little bit there.
Yeah.
Being back with my team helps.
Oh,
even though
look.
things aren't the
They're
same.
all happy again for
Rin and
now.
Nora have their own thing they're working through, and I'm not the same boy they knew. I'm the rusted knight.
Ugh.
Nora loves reminding people of that, by the way. They usually just look at her like it's some kind of inside joke they're not a part of.
Or that she's crazy.
These days, I'd rather forget.
Banana.
I guess I was the rusted knight, but the rusted knight wasn't really me. Who is Jean now? Lately,
Got a
I've been
lot on
spending more
his
time with the
mind.
person I thought might relate most.
And how is that journal going?
I haven't quite started yet. Soon, though.
It'll help.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't feel
Oscar or is
like
that
anything will.
Ozpin?
Don't get me wrong, I'm not unhappy to be back. I just feel out of place. Like I've left the world by and it's done the same.
Believe me, I know what that's like. I've been the subject of a couple of fairy tales myself.
You mean Ozpin has, right?
Of course.
What's going on?
If you're not sure where to start,
That's not good.
I do have a suggestion, if you'd like.
Sure.
Think about the good times. What little they might have been that you spent in the ever after.
Just focus on the positive.
No, not like that. It might be able to help you remember what it was all for. And rewrite the story in your own way.
Ooh, that's easier
good
said than
times.
done.
I remember Alex and Lewis. Those early
We're
days
gonna get some
of getting to know
backstory
each
here.
other were magical. It's like I
Juniper!
was living someone else's life. For me, the secret that I knew a little of what was happening to all of us was exciting. Lewis was a puzzle, since he wasn't part of the story I knew, but he figured out really quickly that I knew more than I was letting on. We compared notes on Remnant. Oh, they couldn't believe I was from the faraway future. I couldn't believe they were from Vacuo.
Oh, they're from
before the war.
Vacuo. Okay.
Before Huntsman. I remember the first time we tried to shop at the Garden Acre. They didn't have days of the week, so they invented one. Splatter Day, just for us humans. You know, for a while,
That
they ended up
sounds
having Splatter Day
dirty.
every day because they didn't understand. But every Splatter Day, there was a farmer's market. Only, instead of buying produce, you bought farmers who would grow it for you for a little bit. You
Okay.
would roast things by the fire every night. But it was those campfires I remember most. Lewis writing everything down in his journal. The story he'd one day tell, to help lead my friends to me. And in those early days, every night around the campfire, when I tell them my story, my adventures,
Shish kebabs.
they always seemed so amazed. Which was weird because it was just my life, the mistakes I'd made, and the times I'd gotten lucky. It was like having my team back. People around you who make you feel more than you are. Or maybe they see you in a way you
Nora
can't
and
see
Rin
yourself.
in them?
It's the same kind of warmth that a good fire brings.
Oh,
Laughter
Pyrrha.
and a good meal.
They just had to throw that
I
in,
see
didn't
those
they?
campfires all across Vacuo at night, and I wonder what people are sharing, what they're building, the hope they're stoking, and what they'll be saying when this is all over.
He's still broken a little bit.
I guess maybe there's something to this after all.
Perspective.
Yeah. Do you think we're gonna make it?
Around that campfire. Did it matter?
No. No, I guess it didn't.
Wow. Alrighty. Therapy with Jean. That's kind of what that was. I did not expect a Pyrrha cameo, but it really seems like he started seeing Nora and Rin through Lewis and Alex a little bit. So yeah, very Jean heavy. I'm guessing it's because, Miles was probably available to, because it really seems like with these episodes so far, they're really having it focus on characters that they have available voice talent for. So, but it's kind of good to see Jean's perspective on a few things, because he was there for a long time, and that's, just because he became young again, just because he's home again now, that's not something you would be able to move on from very quickly. We still don't really know if he has told Ruby what happened with Penny or anything like that, because there's still that on his conscience. Yeah. You got anything you want to add? Not as excited as you were for episode 1, are you? Just because you saw Raven.
Well, that also, the one thing, is it Oz? Is it Ozpin?
Yeah. Well, Oz or Ozpin, you mean Oscar.
Oscar, Ozpin,
Yeah.
whatever. But,
I don't know, because Oscar has gotten to where he does kind of talk calmly like Ozpin, but I don't know. It's like
a battle between the two.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like Oscar / Ozpin themselves aren't even there for a moment. It seemed like they weren't even aware of how close that merger is getting. But anyway, that was our reactions to 1 and 2. And here we are, guys. We decided after we recorded our reaction to 1 and 2, we were just going to put all these together. And Rooster Teeth decided, hey, let's release 3 and 4 on the same weekend or day or whatever. So, yeah, we're recording to these, and we're not doing our typical intro. We're just fusing this with the one we did for 1 and 2. And we'll do like some kind of special intro to explain all that junk and all that. So, this is episode 3. I think it's called The Adventures of Somewhat, and that is something that a lot of people have been wanting to see. It's actually a little bit longer than John's. It's 6 minutes and 14 seconds. I do not know what to expect. We have no idea exactly. We know at least this takes place after Team RWBY's time in the Ever After, but since time goes different, we're guessing, in the Ever After and Remnant, we have no idea when this takes place. So let's get going.
Deep in the branches of the great tree stood
Is that Ruby?
somewhat
Ah, okay.
brave creature, ready to start a new journey with their trusty steed, Juniper.
Aw.
I can do this. I can do this. We can do this. Together, we can do anything.
They were right to be somewhat
Oh,
nervous.
I like it that Ruby's the
Having a new
narrator.
purpose can be tough, and this was an important one at that.
Let's go.
You see, things had been a bit different in the Ever After lately. Tasked by the blacksmith, they were given a somewhat ambiguous quest. Find what feels wrong. When asked where to look, the blacksmith simply replied, "Do what your heart desires. Do what feels right." Still somewhat unsure of where to go, they first followed their hearts to the newly rebuilt acre of the genial gems.
Okay.
Wow. Everything looks so shiny.
This is so cute.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
They were somewhat sad to be ignored, but also marveled at the gems' concentration. You see, the gems once had a hero that helped them day in and day out. But because of that, they thought not of themselves.
Aw.
But we do not mean to be rude. We are just busy, said a nearby gem. The more that we help ourselves now, the more we can help others in the future. I, however, am currently resting, an important part of physical activity, so I can assist you. It makes me happy to make you happy, the gem exclaimed. It makes me less happy
So
to tell you
cute.
that we have seen no ordinary or out of ordinary things of late, just ourselves.
Thank you.
Next, their heart desired a sweeter smell.
Oh, I wonder.
Did something bad happen here?
Ah, okay.
I hope everyone is okay.
I was gonna say, have they rebuilt it?
Yes, they reply. But we've all come together, and because of that, we're stronger.
Are those cookies?
Finding nothing wrong, they were somewhat discouraged. Their heart led them nowhere.
Oh,
How may I assist you? The herbalist asked.
Oh, we're not yet ready to return to the tree. We still have our purpose.
I see. May I ask a small favor? There is an after and a need. Please, do what feels right.
I love how heroic they look. Oh,
This place feels wrong.
oh no.
Guided not by their heart, but an after and a need, they entered the empty Crimson Keep. Typically ruled over by the loyal guards of the Red Prince, such army appeared to be present.
This is creepy.
After searching and searching, they finally stumbled upon a lone occupant. The Red Prince himself.
Uh-oh.
Where is everyone?
Without looking up, the prince muttered, "I sent them away. How could one expect them to be ruled by someone like me?"
Who is someone like you?
The prince's trance on the game piece finally broke, and the two locked eyes for the first time. You seem familiar.
As do you. I wonder if we used to be friends.
The prince smiled. I wonder. Please, sit. Let's play a game.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry, but I have a job.
As do I, the prince interrupted. And if you beat me, I'll happily help you with yours.
So, what is your purpose?
To win this game.
That doesn't seem very fair. What if my purpose was to win too?
Such is the way of our life.
What if it doesn't have to be? I'm still new here, but I've met loads of Afterans and people that have grown and found new things to do, even without going to the tree. Who knows? Maybe
At least
you
this
could
game
teach
is a lot
others
more
to win.
friendly.
Speaking of, I won! I think? I'm sorry.
After a long silence, the Red Prince finally spoke. Thank you for playing with me, little one. I've learned a lot.
Way different of a
That
personality change.
Felt right.
It seemed that more than a somewhat big impression had been left on the prince, and there was one less wrong thing in the ever after. Their purpose complete, they desired nothing more than a rest after their grand adventure. Unfortunately, life is seldom as straightforward. That's when they saw someone that they were somewhat not prepared to see.
Was that a portal?
You're back!
What? Who's back?
No.
Is it?
No. I need to know.
Is this the like? Was it summer? Was it?
I need to know.
Was it Ruby? Like what? Did we just witness the end of the show and Ruby came back after that? Like what's gonna?
I need to know.
Well, we probably ain't gonna find out anytime soon. What was that? I swear, the more I watch these, the more questions I have than answers. That was cute, though. Like, I was hoping for... You know, we made the joke after Volume 9 that, hey, there needs to be a spin-off, The Adventures of Somewhat and Juniper. And, well, I mean, they kind of listened a little bit. Alright, so that was episode 3. Like, you know, we don't have a lot of time to go over everything, but it was really cute. Like, we learned a little bit more about what happened in the Ever after Team RWBY and Jean left. But the next one is the one I'm most interested in seeing. So we're going to head on over to episode 4. We'll be right back. Alright, here we are with the last episode of RWBY Beyond, which, sadly, on a very sour note, this is the end of Rooster Teeth era RWBY. This is it. This is the last thing we're ever going to see from actual Rooster Teeth as far as RWBY goes. It's a little bit shorter, 4 minutes, 34 seconds. It's called Boba, and from what I guess the preview image was, it popped up when we got ready to pause it here so we could talk to y'all. Boba Tea apparently exists in the world of RWBY. I never would have thought that, but that's actually kind of awesome because Boba Tea is delicious. So yeah, this is going to be a RWBY and Yang episode, it looks like. Probably a good... they're probably going to make it feel like a little bit of a send-off, but probably a good sisters episode. We ready? Let's do it. They're still in their Atlas outfits. Are they not burning up?
So, what exactly is this big surprise all about?
I wouldn't call it big exactly.
What? You've been hyping it up since
It's actually kind of small.
So a small surprise.
It's more exciting than a surprise.
So I should be excited.
But not too excited? Ugh, I don't know. Maybe it's dumb.
Got it. Setting expectations to moderate for a surprise that may or may not be cool.
Perfect.
I love it.
Why are you being weird?
I'm not weird. You're the weird one. It's just been a while since we got to do the sisterly thing.
You're right. And if you make this no fun, I probably just won't ever
look.
want to be sisters again.
The return of Chibi
See how
Ruby
dumb that sounds?
in the actual
Ow.
main show.
Excuse me. Are you Ruby?
Yep. That's me.
Oh boy.
I'm a Ruby.
You're the girl who sent the message.
Oh,
The one who
she's
brought the
become a
world together.
Oh my
celebrity.
goodness, can we take a picture?
Oh, yeah, happily. Okay, where do you want to take it? Am I taking the photo?
Am I taking
I'm
the
never getting used to that.
Still wanting those normal knees, huh? Personally, I think it's about
a
time
callback to
everybody knew how
Volume
cool my
1.
sister is.
I
Really?
never imagined all this. Here in Vacuo, they need more than a mascot.
It's not too much?
Oh my gosh. Seriously, Yang? You brought me to all the flavors, the milk tea.
Wow, this reminds me of Volume 1 as wow, real actual photos.
So...
This reminds me of
is
Volume 1
it
as well
the
when
right
she was
amount of
geeking out
exciting?
over weapons.
Are you kidding? Why did you even downplay this? That brought back so many memories.
I think Ruby
Apparently
loves
they
Boba
closed
Tea
up
more
shop
than
and patch
you.
and relocated here with the rest of the refugees from Vale.
Remember how we used to come here with Dad after school?
It used to be a once-a-month treat, but by the time we were done at Signal, it was almost twice a... Do you wonder why he's not here? With everybody else? I know Crow said he's on assignment, but what's more important than here?
Ty is
Maybe
out of
we don't have the full
retirement?
picture.
I don't know. Some things you just need to be there for.
Oh,
Ruby,
I know what she's talking
about what happened in the ever after.
Which part?
I don't need an explanation.
Oh,
I think I get it. It doesn't even matter if I do completely.
Yang,
I understand my part in you feeling like you couldn't talk to anybody about what you were going through. And that it's hard to even know what you're going through when you're in the middle of it. I just need you to know you're not alone. You can't be alone. Not with the world the way that it is. And not with what we and our team have all been through. We're not going back to the version of Team RWBY where you put everything on your shoulders. Where we put everything on your shoulders. From now on, we do it together.
as it turns out, the hardest thing about being a leader is asking for help. I thought I wasn't allowed. Thank you, Yang. Bad news, though. I still don't know how to do it.
Well, maybe we need a code word. So we know when we're feeling overwhelmed but don't know how to ask.
How about... Boba?
Yeah. Boba.
By the way, you promised we would go shopping like weeks ago. When's that happening?
That's your priority right now?
Okay. Well. The sister talk that everybody wanted. So we got it. Boy, I wonder how tough that was to record for Lindsay and Barbara. I won't lie, I was kind of hoping we would see Weiss and Blake as well, like joining them or something, but this was for Ruby and Yang, so. But, Boba Tea exists in Remnant, and now they have a code word for when they're all feeling overwhelmed, and that's Boba. So I guess in Volume 10, we'll hear just one of them randomly say Boba, and we'll know it's getting too much. But the callbacks to Volume 1, we've not seen Chibi RWBY in the main show in a long time. Like, that was a callback to her geeking out over everyone's weapons when they arrived at Beacon, and the normal knees, and just... Wow. That was great. I think that's my favorite one out of all four. And thus, the Rooster Teeth era of RWBY is over. It's really sad. But the future is looking bright. So, only time will tell. Hopefully, this is definitely not the last RWBY reaction we ever do, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, you got anything you gotta say?
More questions than answers at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
I mean, there's still questions for this episode too.
Yeah.
So.
But hey, RWBY is a celebrity. You know, that's amazing. Like I still don't think she fully understands the importance of what they've done, but I think we're getting to a point where they eventually will. So I still wonder, like, how much of the show when it continues is even left, because right now it looks like Vacuo, besides being a death trap naturally anyway because it's out in the middle of the desert, it looks fairly calm. Like, the sky is blue, and it's like they have time to go out and shop and stuff like that. So, like, besides grim threats, what is Salem doing right now? Like, what darkness is lurking? Because you know it's there. But I guess we won't find out till Volume 10. So, but this was good. This was a nice little send-off. It was a little nod to Volume 1 in a lot of ways. And yeah, we will hopefully pick back up in Volume 10. And yeah, it's been another RWBY reaction. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And I can't remember if we said at the beginning of this part, but there will be like a special intro where we talk about combining 1 through 4 all together. So I guess we'll do the normal outro like we usually do. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. As always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.